Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. Uh-oh, we have no observer. That's going to be bad. Right. Okay, well, we'll look at it from the perspective of XiaoKK, the winner of Game 1 in this Ifeng Cup Best of 3 series. So yeah, introduce the players. We have XiaoKK, not to be confused with XiaoKai, spawning in as the blue orc player on the bottom right. He will be facing off against the red Night Elf player CoolXian, and this will be on the map Terenas Stand 102 XiaoKK. So yeah, last game wasn't too exciting. It was very slow and agonizing, honestly, for both CoolXian and probably you guys as well. Towers are not really the most exciting thing ever. Some people actually hate it, but it works, sadly, and that's how XiaoKK got that victory. So yeah, hopefully I don't lose my voice or energy in this series, as last game was fairly lengthy. But yeah, Terenas Stand is a very small map, and I would probably say I guess it is pretty easy to go for a tower play again. But XiaoKK should realize that, yeah, if you do it once, you'll probably expect your opponent to expect that strategy to be repeated. Most players don't really like to deviate from their plan, so, you know, it's kind of a mind game in that sense. CoolXian's part, I'm not sure if he did anything bad necessarily. He just went for the standard Night Elf match composition against Orc players, which is basically just the double Ancient of Wind into, you know, Master Druids of Talon. I guess it's just how his early game could have been probably a lot more refined. Sure, delaying the Orc Burrow once was really good, but not being able to do it again, losing an archer and burning a TP scroll early, is definitely a loss that could have been avoided. Blademaster taking out the apprentice wizard, the apprentice, yikes, can't speak today. The apprentice wizard with the item, picking up the slippers of agility, I guess. He probably picked up the circlet from the shop, as he, yeah, that does make sense. He doesn't have the TP scroll, so he probably picked it up from the shop. Gloves of haste, pretty much the trifecta of basic items for the Blademaster. Of course, he would definitely like the close of attack. But you can't have everything, I guess. Grunt going for harassment once again. Not too impactful, I guess, because there's not that many easy targets for one Grunt to go after. The Demon is also doing a good job of pushing away the Grunt. The Wisp should be protected with the trees there. Sasquatch camp will be taken out as well. Wand of Lightning Shield has been picked up, but the Blademaster is going to take down those Wisps and maybe even the Ancient of War, as the creep camp has yet to be completely annihilated, and it seems like the Ancient of War gets taken down. So once again, not a good start for our Night Elf player, but hopefully he can bring it back with probably a good counterplay to what XiaoKK might go for again. TP staff into the Wisp at the gold mine here, and it seems like Orc Burrow might get itself once again cancelled. Lightning Shield being used to effectively push away those peons, but battle stations will take down the Wisp. Oh, yikes. And that was a huge frame drop. I have no idea what happened, but seems like things have fixed themselves nicely, hopefully. 3 grunts to try and deal with this Demon Hunter. I'm not sure if they can fit through, and oh, they will be able to, and yeah, probably force the TP scroll from the Demon Hunter. I mean, he's done quite a bit of pressure. Maybe could toss down another lightning shield there, and it seems like the Blademaster blocking Demon Hunter gonna go for a TB scroll instead. Trying to wait on the music here, but okay, there we go. There's the music. Stronghold completed. We are gonna have the Spirit Lodge Bestiary down for XiaoKK, so he's not gonna go for towers. Good to know. Of course, the indicator is, you know, those tier 2 buildings. If you went for a straight fortress tick, then I would have immediately assumed he was gonna go for the very similar game 1 strategy there. But he is going to play a lot more in the norm, and the Archer will probably see that. Oh, the Beastmaster even sees that. Not Beastmaster, the Demon Hunter. Beastmaster picked up as the second hero for CoolXian, and he is going to cancel, or force cancel, this Spirit Lodge. And the Archer with the Lightning Shield, Invisible Lightning Shield, hopefully. But she is not going to stick to the shadows there. She could have easily shadow melded to, you know, prevent those peons from just continuing on with the gold mine, but yeah, sadly that was not going to be the case. Torrent Chieftain comes out as the second hero for our Orc player. So that will be a very good counter to those Druids of Talons, I think. A very good War Stomp should be able to shut those guys down, but then again, the process of getting there is definitely a doozy. And it seems like the Beastmaster got himself trapped unnecessarily between a Blade Master and a Grunt. Definitely not something you would want to happen, and it seems like the Torrent Chieftain is out. Tier 3 rush for our Night Elf player as he goes for his double Ancient of Winds. Beastmaster is being revived. Not a good sign losing that Beastmaster early on, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, he hasn't immediately conceded, so CoolXian probably has a good grasp of, you know, what he wants to do. And apparently that is still just harassing. It is very dangerous to do this, as Ensnare could have been done, but thankfully Ensnare is just going to be done, not in time to cancel the Demon Hunter's TP staff, but yeah, he should be aware that the upgrade is definitely a possibility, and next time he does it, I'm very hopeful that he does it again, just because I want to see that being punished, but yeah, probably not. The Beastmaster is alive, so he'll probably be able to save the Demon Hunter with a Preservation Staff. Spirit Walkers are in play as well, so Beastmaster, not Beastmaster, Raiders and Spirit Walker comp for our Orc player, and of course the Torrent Chieftain to supplement with the Endurance Aura and the War Stomp. Meanwhile, it seems like CoolXian might be able to take down an Orc Burrow. This will actually get him under supply blocked, but yeah, Orc Burrow just lived for a little sliver of health, and it seems like we have a Sapper coming down, and wow, just completely wrecking those two Moonwells. Not looking good for CoolXian. He might actually not get himself that Master's training, which is very vital, and yeah, just a systematic destruction of the Night Elf army here. So the Goblin Sapper was very cute, able to take down those two Moonwells that I believe it put him to supply blockage. Nope, he's just 29 over 30, so that's incredibly low in this stage of the game, so he needs to be very careful there. Blade Master is going to use Invulnerability Potion. Demon Hunter is going to try and run away as the Goblin Tinker comes out as the third hero for CoolXian. So Tinker is also another common third hero for a Night Elf versus Orc matchup. I don't know the reasoning behind this. It's probably just that the Pocket Factory is a very good harassive tool in addition to those Quill Beasts, but yeah, we'll see. Demon Hunter gets taken down, but the Blade Master could also get picked off here. very, very close, and it seems like, oh yikes, those Drills of Talons are getting very close to that kill, and it seems like the Beastmaster finally gets it down. Tauren Chieftain is also in the red health, and he should be very careful in trying to just escape, as the Beastmaster almost got him down with a unipathing there. Ensnares are going to be used to try and halt the very, very dooming death of that Tauren Chieftain, and it seems like maybe a life for a life. It doesn't seem like it. The Raider is in the clear, in the green, and he is pretty safe. Maybe.
We're under attack.
So yeah, Tavern Revival for the Demon Hunter is going to try and lay down the pressure here and able to take down the Orc Burrow for himself. Shockwave surprisingly comes out as the second ability instead, so I guess that is a better way of dealing with those Drills of Talons. Instead of trying to control them, you know, just easily kill them. So, yep, there we go. Demon Hunter might get taken down again, as we do not see a stat preservation coming down in time. Pocket Factory is continuing to make those clockwork gnomes, and it seems like our Orc player has finally realized that they do damage. So, yikes, not good. That was my alarm, surprisingly enough.
We're under attack.
Okay, so I'm not sure how I feel about these, like, mutual hero trades, because it seemed like XiaoKK was very willing to trade his Blade Master for a Demon Hunter, albeit it was very close in the Blade Master living. That was still a very risky move, and I guess it kind of paid out since the Demon Hunter died a second time. But yikes, that is very scary when I keep seeing that. More Orc Burrows for XiaoKK to replace the ones he's lost. Could go for a full 50 army supply army. Meanwhile, over at CoolXian's side, 35 over 40. Demon Hunter has now come back, and I think those dots are master trained. Yep, they are. So Cyclones are now in play. Invulnerability Potion and the Skull of Healing gets picked up on the Goblin Tinker. Hawk is going to come down and spot the invisible Blade Master, but we're going to have a focus fire on the Goblin Tinkerer, so he needs to be careful here, or our blue player, as he kinda got baited a little bit. There's the frame drops. TP somewhere? No, that was his preservation staff. So I have no idea what he preserved, but he did preserve something. Okay, I'm starting to notice these frame drops a lot more now. So it might be my hard drive is running out of space. I pray that it's not, but it is definitely a very good possibility that it is. 43 versus 44, so it seems like the Night Elf player overtook the Orc player in terms of supply. And, uh-oh, not wisely, he is doing a creep camp right in front of his opponent. So level 3 on the Tauren Chieftain. I have no idea if it's going to be level 2 Endurance or it's probably level 2 Shockwave, as he did toss it out immediately. He does have a mana potion, so he can use it one more time. Cyclones to control the Raiders and the Blade Master, so it's not good that the Scroll of Healing is in the Blade Master's inventory. He is going to give it over to the Tauren Chieftain, as he is focus firing the Goblin Tinker. Cluster Rockets comes down for an AoE mini stun there, but he did get taken down regardless, and it seems like a GG will be coming down from XiaoKK. Game 2 goes over to CoolXian. So an overwhelming army for our Night Elf player, and that is going to be a tied up series. So we are going to Game 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys again in the next game.